Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 2. We are learning unit 13. Its title is Be Clean, Stay Healthy. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is or modify it for your convenience. I am going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear students, today under the title of grammar, we are going to learn about common and particular names. Before this, in your English for grade 1, I have already taught you about common naming words, particular names in detail. I hope you remember this lecture. If not, you may watch this video lecture again. And we are going to learn further to recognize more particular names or persons, places, and pets. This is our today's SLO. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Al-Ahzab, verse 40, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is not the father of any one of your men, but he is the messenger of Allah and last of the prophets, and ever is Allah of all things knowing. Yes, my dear students, what this beautiful verse is telling us? This beautiful verse is telling us Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is introducing our beloved prophet as what? That Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is not father of any man, right? This is one, and he is messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So whatever our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught us, it was the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Now, my dear students, look at this Muhammad. Muhammad is the name of our beloved prophet, and messenger is name which there were many messengers, but our prophet is the last. Allah is telling us he is last messenger, last of the messenger. So this Muhammad is also a naming word. Messenger is also a naming word, which we have discussed in grade 1. So just recall about that and tell me what are naming words and what do you know about common and particular names. Pause the video, answer these questions to your teacher and then come back. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? I hope you could answer correctly that naming word we have discussed many times. Everything around us which we can feel, touch, hold or see has a name, and that is called a naming word. And this naming word may refer to a person, place or thing. Remember? Okay. Now, man, when we say man, it's a naming word, and when we say Qaid-e-Azam, it's also a naming word, and both names refer to persons. Okay, when we say a woman, it's a naming word. When we say Fatima Jinnah, it's also a naming word. Both names refer to person. Okay, when I say cat, it's a naming word, and when I say, for example, I say Fifi, it's my pet cat Fifi. So it's also a naming word, and these both names, cat and Fifi, refers to a living thing, a cat. It's a pet and it's a cat. All right, okay. When I say country, it can be any country in the world. And when I say Pakistan, it is my beloved country. So both are naming words, country and Pakistan. Both are naming words for place. So when I say city, it can be any city, and when I say Islamabad, it's a beautiful city of my beloved country Pakistan. So city and Islamabad both are naming words for place. So my dear students, when I say masjid, it can be any masjid, it can be masjid of my area even, and when I say Masjid Nabawi, it is a beautiful masjid which is in Medina. So beta, and it's also Masjid and Masjid Nabawi, both are naming word for place. Now what we understood so far, naming word may common or specific, right? When I say masjid, It's common name for any masjid. And when I say Masjid Nabawi, it's a specific name for a specific masjid. So what does it mean? It means when we use common name, it means it can refer to any place. When I say country, it may refer to any country. That's why such type of naming words are known as common naming words, right? Which are not specific, which may refer to any. When I say country, it can be any country in the world. That's why it's a common naming word. But when I say Pakistan, this is a specific naming word for my beloved country. That's why it is known as particular name. When I say Pakistan, it always means Pakistan, my country, right? Okay. Likewise, when I say women, it can be any woman. That's why it's a common naming word. But when I say Fatima Jinnah, it's a particular name because this name is referring to a specific person. So how do we differentiate? Common means which can be general for anyone, but particular means for one specific person, right? It can be one specific person, place or thing, right? Okay. So when I say cat, it can be any cat. But when I say meet my pet cat, its name is Fifi. So it becomes a particular name for a pet. It means pet also have particular names. Fifi refers to this cat only. But when I say cat, it can be any cat. So cat is common naming word and Fifi, or maybe you have some other naming word for your pet. It can be Mano, it can be tiger, and I know children have beautiful names of their pets. So it becomes a particular name. Do you understand? All right. As I told you, masjid, it refers to all the masjid, any masjid which is in your area, in your street where you offer your namaz. Okay, but when I say Masjid Nabawi, it refers to a specific masjid. That's why it is a particular name. Masjid, a common naming word, and Masjid Nabawi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a particular name. Now, can you differentiate in between common and particular names? Okay. So how do we apply this? How do we use this concept of common and particular names in our routine life? For example, there are 3 students, Umar, Haris and Amar, and I have to say something and I say, boy, please come here. Who will come? Because all 3 are boys, anyone can come. Because I used a common, and I told you common refers to general. It includes all the persons who are boys, okay? But when I say, Ammar, please come here, now I have used a particular name. So who will come? Ammar will come to listen to me. So this is how when we talk generally or when we are writing generally, we use common naming words, and we are writing or talking specifically, we use particular names, right? This is what we have learned in detail, and I just gave you a quick review of all the concept. Are you clear? Okay, let's practice it through an activity. What are we going to do? Your teacher will ask the students to encircle particular names from Unit 13, page 94, 95 and 96. So beta, you have to read carefully all 3 pages. There are common as well as particular names. So you are only going to encircle the particular names. Okay, so pause the video, complete this task in your book and then come back. Yes, my dear students, I hope you could identify all the particular names. Good job. Now let's practice it from your book. You are going to, it's a grammar, common and particular names. You will underline particular names and encircle common naming words. Okay, so these are the sentences, few more. So you will underline particular names and encircle common naming words. Okay, read the sentence carefully. Let me do one for you. The train to Karachi was full. The train. Now train is common naming word, that's why I'm going to encircle it. Karachi is particular naming word, that's why I'm going to underline it. We are supposed to underline particular names. This is how you will complete this exercise. So pause the video, complete this task in your book and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. Now it's time for your homework. You will write 10 particular names for people, places and pets and use them in your sentences. This is your homework. And here is a worksheet. My dear fellow teachers, this worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it and kindly provide a printed worksheet to students for practice. And my dear students, what you are going to do, you will read these naming words and if it is a common or particular, you have to find out, put a tick in the correct column. If it is common, you will tick in common. If it is particular, you will tick in the particular column, right? This is how you will complete this worksheet. So what we have learned today, we learned the concept of common naming words and particular names. And we learned that people, places and pets have particular names. And we recognized more particular names from our book. So in this way, we achieved our SLO to recognize more particular names of person, place and pets. Are we done with it? Yes. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning and take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.